Today in class we're going to be doing story problem posters, and I want to give you just some information on that so you'll know the format that I want. You are allowed to work with one other person if you decide, or you can work by yourself, but I do not want groups larger than 2. So what you'll do after you've picked your partner is you will take out a scratch piece of paper. On your piece of paper in the bottom right, I want you to put your first and last name and the period. Even if you are working with a partner, you need your own piece of paper to do this, okay? Then you will go over and select one problem from this baggie, and here's the problem that I drew. On the scratch piece of paper, you're going to need to write down the number that's indicated on the piece of paper, as well as the problem right here, okay? Then I don't really care what you do with this, okay? You could tape it in case you lose it or whatever, but really you have it written right here, and you don't want to lose this scratch piece of paper. Your first step is to define the variable. So my problem that I selected was the sum of 3 consecutive numbers is 72. What is the smallest of these numbers? So it's asking you to find the smallest of these numbers. So I know that's going to be what I'm looking for. So I'm going to use just the variable of x, and that's going to represent the smallest number, okay? And then after that, we need to build that equation. So I do want you to write this right here as well as the information right there. So see this format. Okay, in this equation, so here's that first number. And then the second number in this consecutiveness, I guess, would be that number plus one more. And then there's 3 of those numbers. The third number would be x plus 2. Okay, and this is really similar to a problem out of your math book. And it says that their sum is 72. Okay, so there's my equation. Now for my solution, I need to go ahead and solve this. So you want to be very clear with, hey, can you close the door, please? You want to be very clear with how to solve this. Keep your equation right there, and I want to see your work. So you want to go x plus x plus x, and that's 3x, plus 1 plus 2, thank you, is a positive 3, and that equals 72, okay? And I can't write down my solution yet because I need to go ahead and solve this. So after I've simplified it, now I can go ahead and build it. So I started with x, and then I multiplied it by 3, and then I added 3. So the inverse operation of adding 3 is to subtract 3. So you're going to make sure you do that to both sides of that equal sign, okay? So 72 take away 3 is 69. Bring down your equal sign, bring down your 3x. Now go on back up. And inverse operation timesing by 3 is to divide by 3. Okay, so you're going to divide both sides by 3. Okay, and so I'm left with x is equal to 23. Okay, now for your solution, I don't want you to put 23. I want you to write it in a complete sentence. So I want you to write the smallest of the 3 consecutive numbers. Let's write out 3. Is 23, okay? So that would mean that if this is 23, the second number is going to be 24, and then that third number is going to be 23 plus 2 more, which is 25, okay? So that's what I want you to want to see, and when you're done with this, you can turn it in to get approved for your final draft. All right, have a good day, bye.